Hey guys, Mel here. I'm gonna do a DIY today on how to do your own sunscreen. So I've been like trying to collect things for a while and research it, and my Noah has pretty sensitive skin and we are in the hot sun right now down in California. So I just thought, hey, I'm gonna do it and I'm gonna record it. So right now in my pot on the stove I'm melting beeswax, and so beeswax helps a lot with the waterproofness of sunscreen. So I just found them bulk at like a local health food store. They come in little tiny beads, which is much easier, I've heard, to melt. I did a pre-video like test run of the sunscreen, and the only thing that I needed to do more was heat the beeswax because it was quite still lumpy. So that's heating up. Beeswax, I have of course coconut oil. It's a really good moisturizer and has an SPF of I think 4 or 5, which is good. Shea butter and cocoa butter. And so I just decided I would find a pre-made, pre-mixed little lotion of it. I'll show it to you here. And so all it is shea butter, chamomile, yummy stuff, and argan oil. And I'm just gonna add that to my pot. I have a glass bowl in my pot here working as a double boiler. So I'm adding the shea butter and cocoa butter. Here we go. And I'll let that melt together. Then I will add the coconut oil now as well. So I'm not being super precise with my measurements. Online I noticed, some people were, that's just not totally my style. And the amount I've researched was, it didn't really make that big of a difference. My consistency might not come out like great, but I don't totally care about that. So I'm just adding some coconut oil here now. Let that melt down along with the beeswax and the shea butter. I don't know how much to do. I'll do a little bit more. And then, because I don't want it to be a super solid, when it solidifies again, I'm going to add just some fractionated coconut oil to keep like the liquid in. And the coconut oil is actually, it does have SPF in it as well. It's about 4 to 5 again. I'm going to add some red raspberry seed oil. So this I've never really found in Powell River, where I'm from. It might be there. I didn't really look into it. But red raspberry seed oil has a SPF of roughly 25, which is like pretty great, right? So I'll just show you that. The brand is Life Flow. I don't know if you can see that great. So I'm gonna add, I don't know, like quite a bit, because we're all fairly fair skinned, and I want to make sure that this is suitable. So I'm gonna, I'll read you the back. It actually says it's high in vitamin E and it's super helpful to moisturize the skin and improve appearance of fine lines and wrinkles. So it's just super hydrating. So red raspberry seed oil. And then, so that's just gonna cook down and melt. And when that does, I'm going to add my zinc oxide. So zinc oxide, guys, is like another great SPF. One thing with the zinc oxide, in my research, you want to make sure that it is non-nano, so it's not tiny, it's not going to absorb into your skin, and also that it's uncoated. So the more zinc you add to your sunscreen, the more white you will be when you put it on. Obviously, it can like get white onto any dark clothing, so you want to be careful when you're applying it, especially with all of the oils. It can just kind of soak in and be a white mark. But yeah, this is like, I don't know, 20 SPF-ish. It says not to breathe it, so I'm not really breathing it. I'm just going to wait until my mixture melts down a little bit more. I'm going to add some essential oils when it cools off and whip it in. Just some lavender, because I like the smell of lavender. I don't think I'm forgetting anything. This is just melting down nicely. actually not as fast as I like. I like things to be fast. Yeah, so I'll just chat about what we're doing. We are still in Temecula, or near Temecula. We're heading out this week. We'll be on the road. We're gonna meet up with Mark's auntie and uncle, and it'll be super fun. It is so hot, but I've kind of made a pact with myself that I'm not gonna turn on the air conditioning because I need to enjoy the heat. All my friends in Canada still have snow, and that's crazy. Yeah, so it's hot down here. I think it's 30 today. The kids are all playing outside under the picnic tables. They've created forts. It's fun. I'll show you what I'm going to put my sunscreen into after. I just bought the tiny little canning jars. And also, I have an empty doTERRA coconut oil bottle that I'm going to throw it into. And if I have like more left, I mean, I guess I could put it into this empty container. Really anything. I'll probably put it in a few to have it in a few different places, but that's, you don't need it in anything super special. So this is melting down nicely. I think the coconut oil that's taken the longest here. Yeah. So once this is all melted down, I'm checking my flame. Once this is all melted down, I'll bring it off the heat and add the zinc oxide and mix it up. Some people put it in the blender. I'll just mix it for a little while and that should be good. And then that's going to be my sunscreen. Obviously I'll wait to put it on my kids like tomorrow. And then it should be good. I'll let you know. This is the one that I made previously. And we've been using it for about a week. And we're not burnt and we're out in the sun all day. So like, that's saying something. We're pretty fair. Yeah, I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. Let me know if you want any more specific details on any of the ingredients that I used or the resources that I found to make it. Yeah, okay. We'll chat with you guys later. See you.